Now, here's a real world use case. Like, let's say you're collecting product orders from clients. You need them to confirm the quantity and provide their signature, but you also want to send them a document that's already pre-filled with their details and the product info. With Zoho Writer, you can create a purchase order that's dynamically filled with client and product information. The client just has to enter the quantity and sign. So simple for the client. And once they submit it, the document is automatically stored in WorkDrive or CRM, and your backend system gets updated. So no more manual follow-ups, no data re-entry.
That's a great example, Jennifer. So this is where Writer really shines. So instead of using one tool for the form, another for signature, and let's say another tool to store the document somewhere, you can handle the entire workflow in single place, which is Zoho Writer. So let me show you how that works in action. So I'll just walk you through a live demo on this. So let me quickly jump over to the Writer section, and here I have a purchase order document. So let's just say I've got a sheet. So this is the data source that I've connected to this merge template. So if you have any questions regarding how to create a merge template or how merge templates work, we have got previous webinars where we'll be posting those links in the Q&A tab as well. So you can do check that out. And yes, so as I mentioned, we have got a data source here, which is a Zoho sheet. And here I have the customer's name and the product that they have purchased. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to create a merge template with fillable fields. So basically my intention is to get the number of quantity requirement from my customers so that I can inform the inventory team accordingly so that they'll be able to prepare the required products and deliver it on time. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use merge fields. So first I'm connecting the Zoho sheet as the data source, and I'm using the transform data source option in order to transform my record into subforms. So here I have a subform record available. So all the products and the pricing is being considered as a subform within the merged data source. So now once that is done, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert the fields, and I'm going to reuse repeat table row for the subform fields. And furthermore, I'm going to add fillable fields into the document. So here you can see that I've added the number field, which is the quantity. So once they enter the quantity, I'm going to calculate the price amount. So here I have the price merge field and the fillable field over here in order to calculate the total that I'm going to bill the customer. So here you can see that I have also made sure that the format is set to currency. So once this configuration is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the entire total and in order to bring my subtotal. So for this, I'm going to use the table cell reference value. So here you can see that I have referred the table and I'm going to sum the entire table cells. So further moving on, I'm also adding the tax amount, so which is going to be 20%. So I'm going to add the tax amount, and once that is done, I'm going to get the total by summing up the subtotal and the tax amount which is being billed. So further, I'm also adding a multi-line text field and a signature field in the document. So this signature field will be signed by my customer once they provide the quantity, so that it's an authorization that I can go ahead and send it to my inventory team. So now once this process is completed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge and share this as a fillable link. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure the form submit actions. So in this case, what I can do is I can save the document into a folder, and also I can trigger webhook and custom functions. So let's just say I want to get these details. I want to update these details back to my Zoho sheet or back to my Zoho CRM, whichever based on my preference. I can use custom functions in order to push these data to the required destination. So here you can see these are the various options available in the gallery, or you can also add your own custom function and push those data. So here, for example, if I'm using update Zoho CRM records, the details filled by my customer will be updated in the appropriate CRM record. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that the configuration is done, and I'm going to run the merge now. now the merge operation is being initiated, and let's just wait for the fillable link to be generated. So here I can also use the email address as dynamic, so that based on my data source, each customer will be receiving their own purchase order. Yes, now the form has been sent, so I'll be receiving an email. So for easy access, I'm just opening the link directly from here. So here you can see that the product selected by this particular customer, John Smith, is being listed in here, and I can just go ahead and enter the quantity. So as I enter the quantity, you can see that dynamically the formulas are being calculated, and I'm getting the total amount as well along with the tax amount. So this is how I can easily share a purchase order. So let's say I'm just entering some additional delivery notes. And I'm just going to insert my signature into the document. So now once these are submitted, I can just go ahead and hit submit, so that based on the configuration that I've done in the template, so let's just say if I'm going to push the data to CRM, or if I'm just going to save it in my work trial, I can just go ahead and ensure that these operations are carried over. So this is how a purchase order can be delivered to the customer, and you can get additional data from them, and based on that you'll be able to prepare your inventory and deliver the goods on time.
That was a